welcome to Bob TV, you know, a segment where you get to ask questions and we answer. So we've got a question today from...
This is from Honey. So Honey says, how do you know when it's time to hire someone to help? I mean, I know that sleepless nights are increasing, but how would you know if your irregular daily sales will suffice to cover that person's salary? This is a really good question.
It is, actually. And I think a lot of people tend to struggle at that point because it's at breaking point, you know. It's whether you go ahead and hire someone or you scale back. And I think that's quite a big step for people. And for me, I guess a lot of it had to do with, you know, I was at a point where I realized I was, you know, turning away orders or turning away opportunities or didn't have time to pursue opportunities because I was that busy. So I decided, you know, to give it a try. And there's nothing wrong with giving it a try, you know, hiring somebody just 1 or 2 days a week, you know, and trying it out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, you know. But at least you get to try what it's like to have that free time so that you can work on something else.
Yeah, and my rule of thumb tends to be, of course you have to be able to afford them, but if what you're finding is that you are turning away work in order to just survive, really, and you've reached the point where you're consistently turning away orders because you simply don't have enough hours in the day to fit in more of them, that's when I would hire somebody. And I think a lot of the people asking this question often ask it because in their head, hiring somebody is like you go from 0 to suddenly you have a full-time employee.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like that. You know, when we say hire your first employee, that could be actually outsourcing something, you know, that could be sort of an employee in that way. It could also mean you hire a young local teenager to, you know, wash your dishes or make your ganache or make your buttercream or do the kind of easier jobs that don't require your special touch. So don't think that hiring your first employee is as big of a deal as I think we often make it out to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just hiring help, not necessarily, I think when we call it an employee, it sounds very full on, but it's just us hiring a bit of help.
Yeah.
And as soon as you basically have reached the point where you cannot meet the orders you are being asked to fulfill, and you want to grow to that stage, then that's the point at which you look at hiring somebody else or just getting in a couple of extra hands.
And I think even if you find you're doing a lot more medial kind of tasks, which you can outsource, I think that's about time too. You can look at doing that.
Yeah, if you look at the scope of your week and you find that 80% of your time is doing like washing the floor or, I don't know, just doing really easy things that somebody else could do, not necessarily you could do, that's a good time to hire some help too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you for watching Bob TV. We'll see you in the next episode.